home to the pure love of the divine heart, especially when we're in a triggered state. I've been in this deep diving right in to some of the places in my body where there's a held residue of fear from experiences that were terrifying, and been looking into what happens that clouds the lens of perception and usurps the pathway of trusting my own inner knowing. What happens, and how can I return to that place where I remember my true essence of love. And exploring how can I connect to that spark of light in the heart that is in resonance with the divine light, the luminosity that can fill through the tissues, illuminate from the inside out those places where there's contraction and clouding from residues of fear in the system. What I've been doing feels like a getting into the roots and getting underneath the roots and slowly bringing, and sometimes intensely bringing, that into the light of my awareness so that it can be integrated and not functioning in the background of the subconscious mind and the emotional landscape, so that it's brought into the light. And a big part of that is holding whatever arises with sweet, tender, compassionate presence. Meeting those felt memories of terror and horror and grief and sorrow and despair within the light, the witnessing consciousness present in the heart. It's a different quality to witnessing just with the mind. It's more anchored into the center and connected to the midline and held within this empathic intelligence of our heart center, which, when connected to this divine luminosity, it can illuminate those places where there can be kind of a sludgy, lethargic, compressed energy held in the tissues. So one of the things I've been working with is some memory in my neck, and allowing this awareness to rest into the tissues while keeping an anchor in this luminous center, so that love can pour in to the cells It's like a liquid, fluid light of pure love. And it's not always easy by any means to face those places where there is such intense sensation and memory and emotion and thought that is dwelling actually in a past experience. And I'm finding that it's really through meeting those places in the body with this quality of presence that there is liberation from those energies that sometimes become familiar and habitual as a way of feeling, perceiving, relating, acting through. So it's connecting that anchor to the divine heart through the physical heart in our body as the compass and as the continual anchor to return to. In times when there is challenge and friction and the triggering of memory that pulls us into that pathway of fear. So we strengthen the pathway of the divine heart by anchoring our awareness in our physical heart center, feeling that luminosity that is our essence, allowing that soul presence to inhabit and fill our body and our heart field that extends around the body. This rippling out into the world, our heart being a receptor and a broadcaster of this luminosity of pure love. And in this we become resonators for others to attune to and remember their own divine spark of light and that pure love that is the true freedom. Is the true freedom.